All right, so this is the unfortunate reality of the truth. And little to nobody would admit this in the right minds, because on paper, it sounds crazy. Your friends want you to suffer? What? But in actuality, if you truly look at people's real intentions, a lot of the times in this case, it's true. And I have proof, because when I wasn't doing so hot, maybe not the worst, but maybe not just so hot, because when you get on your high horse, when you hit rock bottom, and when you hit high levels that most people in life don't hit, okay, you're going to see the truth in both of those realities. When you're hovering around the middle, when you're hovering around average, you're not too hot, you're not too low. You're enjoying whatever, you're kind of going with the flow. Not too high, you're not too low. You're not going to see much. But you see the truth of reality when you were at rock bottom and at the highest of highs. And I'm going to tell you guys something else. People lie to each other all the time. Men and women lie to each other all the time. Is that incorrect? No, it's correct. It happens. And so don't your own friends. Because people will tell you, I want the best for you, bro. I want to see you do it, bro. I want to see you make it, bro. I want to see you do good. And all this stuff, right? And that's just a few words. People can say whatever they want. But when you see their facial expressions, when you hit your highs to highs, when you see how they treat you at your lowest of lows, and at your highs to highs, the truth is revealed. You see, people can't just accept one another nowadays. It's like the real pandemic. Like, if you're feeling really good about yourself, if you're doing really well, people are not going to treat you good, man. Some people will if they're doing really well themselves. But if you're doing really, really well, when you see people on a daily basis, a massive percentage of people are not doing probably as good as you are if you're on your highs to highs, if you're doing really well for yourself. They're going to envy you. These people, like, to say people want to see you suffer is a little extreme, but it is the truth. Because when you're thriving, you can clearly see, when you look deep, deep, deep into these people's souls, you can tell they do not like you because you're doing well, really well. And that's why I don't want to fuck around with a lot of people. That's why you guys probably don't want to fuck around with a lot of people, because when you're doing well, it doesn't even have to be anything in specific. Like, mentally, you're sharp. Things are just well. You're taking good care of yourself. You're doing all the right things. All your ducks are in order. Most people's are not, because most people do not work on themselves the way they should. They neglect so many things that's going to make them better. So when you see majority of people out there, they don't want to see you do well. They can tell you that. Like I said, men and women lie to each other all the time. People lie to each other all the time. Friends lie to each other all the time. People can say what they want. But a lot of people don't even mean what they say, because when you start to do really well and they see it, now they're pissed. because of how you make them feel. They can sense how much better you are than them. They can, not just better as a like, they can sense how much better you feel, how much more confident you are, how much more you're just enjoying your own existence inside your body over them. If that makes sense, like they can sense it, man. They can sense something is up with you. This is why they don't want to see you prosper. This is why they want to see you suffer. They would rather see you suffer, like probably they are. I went through times in my life where I went through the suffering stage. More people liked me then than they do right now. I can tell. You can't hide how you feel about me when I come around you. You don't have to say 2 words. I can tell. I can tell if you respect me. I can tell if you're jealous of me. I can tell if you're envious of me. I can tell if you're pissed at me. I can tell if you like me. I can tell if you love me. I can tell. You have to say nothing. I already know what you're thinking. I already know how you feel about me. I already know. And it's not even necessarily like about you. It's how you make them feel about themselves, to be honest. Because if you feel better than other people, man, if you're doing better than other people, they get pissed about it sometimes. People react in different ways, but a lot of the time it be your own friends if you're doing good for yourself. And that's exactly why I'm making this video. Like, they would rather see you suffer because they might be in their suffering stage. That's why a lot of people are, because a lot of people don't know how to get out of it. A lot of people don't know how to work their way out of it. A lot of people are kind of just always that way because they just can't get shit right. You got to work your ass off to get shit right. That's the whole point. So if you get shit right and they don't, they're not going to want to see you prosper. They're going to be jealous of you. They're going to want to see you suffer. They don't want to see you on your high horse. They don't. They don't. Makes sense, doesn't it? Do you think any of these people would admit this? Do you think, like I said, people lie all the time. They can say whatever they want. But how they feel is different than what they say. So they're thinking differently. Do you think in your right fucking minds, if you went up to some of your friends and be like, hey bro, do you want to see me suffer? And you're dead serious about it. No one's going to say yes. Nobody. And we're talking actually meaning it, because if you went up to your friend and you were just like, hey bro, do you want to see me suffer? He might say yes sarcastically, but he doesn't really mean it. If he knew you were dead serious about the question, he's not going to say yes. But deep down, he kind of does. Deep down, he don't want to see you do as hot as you're doing. So technically, yeah, he does. Or she does. Whoever it is. Probably your ex too. They don't want to see you do horribly fucking terrible on your deathbed. But they don't want to see you as high as you are. Doing as well as you are, especially without them. That is the truth. This is a cold hard truth. People lie all the time. Not every single person in the world does. But most people do. That's because they don't got their shit together. That's because they are unwilling to accept reality. The people that are willing to accept reality, you could be at any stage in your life, you have no problem telling the truth. Those are my favorite kind of people. Reality acceptors. And overwhelmingly, massive percentage of people are not reality acceptors. It's hard to deal with those people. It's hard to bond with those people. It's hard to do anything with those people. They're just kind of there. You're not really close to them. They're just kind of doing whatever in the fuck. They just, their life don't make sense. That's the number one thing people have to do, is make your life make sense. Force your own life and existence to make sense. Easier said than done. I get it. You gotta work. You gotta work at it. You have to have a sense of urgency about yourself to make your life make sense. That's the whole point. You're not going to sit on a fucking picnic table eating a cone of vanilla ice cream thinking this might make my life make sense. It's just another moment that's going to be gone, and you're going to be left wondering what's next. You got to put in a lot of time and effort, man. You got to do a lot of things. There's a lot of things you got to do. Self-improvement is key. It's going to open your mind. If you never self-improve on yourself and think, well, I'm doing all this work for nothing, you're out of your fucking mind. Because that is what leads to different ideas. That's what opens your mind, is just getting better in the first place. It starts in the gym. It starts with that long run. It starts with those evening walks by yourself, meditating, thinking on ideas, and then putting things into action. The more fitter you get, the more confident you get. If you get more confident, your mind can shift and you can come up with new ideas and different things and put in work on those ideas. It starts with you. The people that don't know where to start, man, you just got to start getting better. Watch a video that's going to make you better, that's going to open your mind. Read a book that's going to help open your mind. Try new things so different things will open your mind. Like, I really think a lot of people in life think things like, your perception on things is just messed up. You do need to get a little bit lucky. You do need to do certain things. A lot of things you do go and try are not going to work out. But you're going to land on something that's going to work out if you don't give up, if you persist, if you keep focused, if you keep doing the things you're supposed to be doing. You might not even know what you're doing. That's the point. Nobody ever fucking did. They just did it. That's what you have to do. People think, okay, I'm just going to sit around. I'm going to make a decision. And I'm going to go for this. And it's all going to work out. Maybe not. Stop being so slow. Stop thinking so hard on just one little thing. And as soon as something pops in your mind, just fucking go. Just fucking go. For example, if you're sitting at home and you think to yourself, well, and it just pops in your mind quick, I want to go for a walk. Don't even second guess it. Put your fucking shoes on and go right away. There's no time to waste. Some people will think on something like that for a half hour. Well, do I want to go for a walk tonight? Do I really want to do this? You're wasting fucking time. You could have already went for a walk and you'd been back. And your mind would have been that sharper. And you'd be on to something else before you went to bed. You see what I'm saying here? A lot of people are fucking slow, bro. And like, no disrespect. But it's the truth. You can either handle it or you can't. That's not on me. I'm telling you what you need to hear. You might not want to hear these things. It might be too much. I don't fucking know. But more people need to hear stuff like this. It is the truth. And back to what we were saying. People can say whatever they fucking want. Most people don't mean what they say. They don't. Your friends, oh yeah, we want you to do good, man. When you do good, now they're pissy. So did you really want them to do good? You're a fucking liar. They might not even have meant to lie. But once you did it, and how you made them feel, now maybe I don't want them to do so good. Maybe I want him back down to my level so I can feel better about myself. It's shit like this. Some people don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Because when it happens, now they think differently and feel differently. It's all about how you make people feel, isn't it? Selfish motherfuckers, bro. It's not all about them. That's what people are like today. They can't just accept who you are and your growth, your success. Not look too deep into it and envy it. That's a person right there that is not fucking busy enough. They should be able to see the greatness you've done and you've achieved, and just be okay with it. Don't look too much into it. Just that's good. That's good. Don't carry that envy vibe about it. It's retarded. It's people that just unwilling to accept reality, man. It really is. And it's sickening. To be quite honest. It is sickening. I do not want to get around people like that. You can't make amends with these people. You can't do anything with these people. You can't make these people better. You can't work with these people. You can't do anything with these people. Because they go off by how they feel 24/7. And that is their fucking mistake. Because like, you're going to feel some type of way about life at different stages. I went years of my life feeling like nothing was right. Everything sucked. Every day kind of sucked. But I didn't care how I felt. I did the right things regardless of how I felt. That's where a lot of people get weak. That's where a lot of people don't do what they should. Instead, they do what they feel like they want to do. It's not going to get you anything. You might as well pack your fucking bags and write down on a piece of paper and put it on your fridge, I am average, and put it there forever. And look at it every day. That's what you might as well do. If you go off by how you fucking feel all the time, you're not going to move no mountains. You won't even move yourself. And this is the truth. You have to be tougher than how you feel. This is the key. You want the key, didn't you? You want answers, don't you? Well, I'm giving them to you. This is what it is. This is what it takes. Take it or leave it, but accept it. And no, some of you don't want to accept it. Well, there's another problem. So, when are you going to start solving problems? Because that's what life is about. That's how you progress, is by solving problems. You show up to the gym when you don't want to, you might solve a problem. Your mind could shift and you can get the idea that could change your life. Let's say if you miss the gym, maybe your mindset would not have shifted. You wouldn't have been as positive afterwards, and you never thought of that idea that could have changed your life. Here's the problem. Every single day is an opportunity. Every single day is a day where anything can happen in your life. Every single day is just a gift. And more people got to recognize this. And start living more of a sense of urgency. Instead of wasting fucking time.